Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin. Before we jump into the price action, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and why not leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description you'll find a link to Discord. Come check it out. It is free to join. Okay, so let's get into the fun stuff here. So we need to talk about a few things within today's video, and like we've discussed for a couple of days now, this could potentially be a top point here, and then we could be looking for that bigger move down towards this zone here for this 20,757 to this 17,104. There is still potential to actually rally to the upside, but the fact that we've come so deep makes this very unlikely, because if we throw a fib onto this, basically we've come down to that 0.854, and we just actually crossed that 786. So I mean, for the most part, you can still argue that potentially we could still see a rally to the upside, but I don't have a lot of confidence in it anymore, just because of the fact we've lost this channel line here. We've also come back quite deep within this retracement, and there is still potential within this count that we could see some further extension. So we're going to go over these things. Really, invalidation only comes by crossing this 21,351. So until we actually cross that, we could still potentially get something to the upside here. The problem is this move in itself has become quite a big move in relation to this as a wave one. So it's starting to be really unlikely. When we were here, I was already saying, this needs to start moving to the upside. Otherwise, it becomes less likely that we've got this structure playing out. But sometimes these things happen, so we'll have to keep an eye on it until it actually does break below this 21,351. But it is looking increasingly likely. So within that, then what we have to look at is the possibility that, we are starting this decline as an A, B, and then potentially looking for a C wave down into these lower ranges here. This will be our support range, this 20,757 to the 17,104. This is going to be key for us holding that bullish bias, where we are looking at this potentially as either an A or 1. This is a 2, and then looking for a C or a 3 to the upside. So this is going to be a key zone. If we fail to hold this 786, it becomes less likely, and that would be actually looking for the 17,104 would be that zone we need to hold. Obviously, we do have some points here. The 618 could offer us quite a substantial support, sitting here at this 18,572, but we need to just keep an eye on how these moves develop, because we also have that possibility that this could all be a fourth wave here, and we could actually look for this fifth wave to the downside. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. So within this structure that we've had to the downside now, there was two ways that we were looking at it, and we are looking at that possibility of it being a corrective structure, and that was looking at this move in this way. I'm just going to move some of the noise here. So I have removed some of these support boxes because they are no longer very useful. But basically, this move here, when we're starting to come down here, I said, if we lose this 786, then it becomes less likely, and we've blasted straight through that. So we're looking for that possibility of having a B wave to the upside. So I'm going to get rid of this box now. And what I'm looking at here is the possibility that this is actually a five-wave move in here. So we've got to be a little bit careful about this. Currently, I'm looking at this as a diagonal for a wave one, where this becomes a one, this two, this would become a three, four, and a five to the downside. So the fourth wave target that I'm actually looking for would be this 22,761 to this 22,578. And from there, what we'd be looking for would be this potential to actually have this fifth wave down. So if we do move up past this 22,761, then it becomes less likely that this count is in play. But really, until we actually take this high again here, of this 24,000, and I don't know why I've got two lines here. It's 24,000, then we actually could still look to extend down. So we need to be a little bit careful. But for the time being within this count, what I'd be looking at this is an A, a B, and then potentially looking for a C wave down. This could also be a WXY, where we actually form this move as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Then we form a three-wave move, and then we actually get another push down in another zigzag. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Once this move completes, we'll have to see how we react on that retracement. If we do actually break down, one more time, then that would probably be the neatest way of counting this. Be a W here, an X, and then we get a Y wave to the downside. So that's what we'd be looking at within this. So like I said, at the moment I'm looking for this continuation with its fourth wave and then this additional fifth wave to the downside. The 1-to-1 would actually be this 21,600, and from that point then we'd be looking how we react to the upside. So if we had to complete in this box area, what I'd be looking for on the retracement would be potentially coming back up into the zone of this 24,510 to this 23,556. And they would be looking for this as an A and then a B, and then looking for that continuation down in a C wave. So this move back to the upside is going to be an interesting one. We can see that we actually did come back to this channel that we drew yesterday. We've actually broken through it, but we have managed to move back inside. If we start to lose this, this could start to get even more messy. And then I think, once we start to take out some of these key areas like this 21,351, this can always accelerate to the downside. So we just need to be aware of that fact. I'm looking at this, like I said, currently as a corrective pattern, but this could actually turn into a more impulsive move to the downside. So if we do move down into this zone, I actually just want to check this support zone. This rejection zone. I think I might need to change that. I do. Okay, so I'm just going to remove these for now, and then we're going to just throw this new one on here. So actually that potential rejection area off of this low point would actually be here, this 24,452 to this 23,426. That would be a zone we'd be looking for as a rejection. I can actually remove this one off of here as well. Don't need that anymore. Get out of there. Okay, so let's try this again. So yeah, basically we'd be looking for this 23,422 at a 50% retracement. Then we'd obviously, interesting area to keep an eye on if we do move up here would be this golden pocket here and the swing high. Could be getting a rejection off of there and then looking for continuation. It would also coincide with potentially retesting the top of this channel that we were in. So yeah, keep an eye on that area. It might be a good zone to look for a drop at that point if we do move back up there. So within this, like I said, I'm looking at this as an ABC. Afterwards, we'll be looking for this retracement to the upside and then potentially looking for that continuation to the downside, looking for that potential of moving deeper into this box. So this could take a bit of time to play out, so we need to just give it that space. We could start to get moves like this where we form an A, a B, and a C. Then we form some kind of a corrective connector wave in there, and then we get a move to the downside. We don't really know what this correction is going to be at the moment. At the moment, we have three waves, so it could be a flat or a more complex move here. But yeah, we don't really have enough structure here to warrant what it is at the moment. It would just be guessing. So the other thing that I'm looking at the moment is we're looking for that potential to actually break down in a bigger five-wave move. Um, so this is a bit messy at the moment, but we need to be aware that these things can happen. And what I'm looking for is the series potential for a series of ones and twos in here. To actually push down deeper. So this would only really fit the count if we extend out here towards this 21,099. And that would be looking for this to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and potentially a fifth wave down. So this fifth wave, I'd ideally like to move down to this 21,099. And then we'd be looking at the possibility that this becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which would then tie in with these other waves here, looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then a 4 and a 5. So this is um, this is sort of micro counting and looking at these as extensions. Really, we've got to keep an eye on these because if we do get a move back, so if we complete this yellow five-wave move like we were looking for into the zone of this 21,801 to this 21,509, a move back above this wave one would actually invalidate any potential for this green five-wave structure. So we'll have to see how this plays out. The only way I can see this playing out is if it's still going to extend out further within this, and maybe I'm counting this top end wrong. and we get a series of ones and twos in here, which then means that we have a fourth and a fifth, then we get another fourth and a fifth, which takes us down towards that 21,099. So these things can always happen. We need to be aware of that. What I'll be looking for here, if we do move down into this zone here of this 21,801 to this 21,509, if we're looking for that possibility of actually setting up another 1, 2 within this structure, this would be that zone we'd have to keep an eye on, this 23,500 to this 22,822. You know, like I said, when you're trying to count extensions like this, as they're forming, you need to be just aware that then validation points would be here for this 22,722 for this green count. And then really once we start to break up, if we start to break above 24,000, it sort of throws cold water on this whole thing, and you would have to just count it as a corrective move to the downside. So this is going to be a key area for as long as we actually stay below this 24,000 zone. We can look for this potential to extend out here. And the thing is, if we did get a 5-wave move down like this, potentially down lower into this box range, we'd have to be on the lookout that either this is an A wave or potentially, we are looking for that potential of a wave 4 here. So, this move to the upside here, if we just get a 3-wave move, we could still get another 5-wave move down. So this secondary 5-wave move to the downside, what will be important with this is whether this manages to actually reach a impulsive zone, which would be that 1.618. If it does, then we could argue that we're actually going to be looking for that potential to push much deeper down here and potentially take out these lows that we've formed back here. This is something that we need to just be aware of, these lows of November. If we do start to get that bigger 5-wave structure down, then I would be looking at this as a flat correction, and then we're looking for that 5th wave to the downside. So, yeah, I mean, this zone is going to be key to whether we can continue looking at this as looking for that bullish progression where this becomes an A, a B, and a C, or alternatively a 1, 2, and then looking for a 3rd wave. Really, this zone needs to hold. This 17,104 would be the lowest we want to come. Time to play out and see how these things do play out. If we do come back down here directly, I'd then be looking at this as an A wave, potentially as a 5-wave move, and then we'd be looking for that potential of that B wave and a C wave to the downside. I don't think, personally, I don't think just a quick drop into this is going to suffice. I think this is going to play out over a period of time here. It could take at least 50% of the time of this wave 1, for instance, is one way of looking at it. So yeah, we just have to give it a bit of space and see. I think this could either we get a bigger 5-wave move down here, then we correct up for this B wave, and then we push down one more time for a C wave. But really, until we actually get good structure here to go off of with this A wave, we can argue that we're going to just get a corrective A wave here as a 3-wave move, then a B wave as a 3-wave move, and then something like a C wave as a flat. But we don't have that information at the moment. We just don't have enough wave structure here to go off of yet. But that's what we'll be keeping an eye out. We'll keep you up to date as we get more information. Everyone, I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below, and also in the description you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out. It is free to join. Once in the general chat area, just add mention member staff. We'll be happy to help you out with anything you may need. Also in the description you'll find affiliate links for BYBIT and Primax BT, both great exchanges that we use on a regular basis. Check them out for yourself. If you don't have an account, using the affiliate link does help support the channel, and we do appreciate it. Everyone, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take